I am Lauren Ethel Halley. I was born December 7th, 1994 in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Someone once told me that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now if that's true, before I tell you more about myself, I must introduce you to my family. My parents are Ethel Armaretta Lawrence and James Britton Halley. My dad was an only child born in 1939 in Mississippi. He avoided the draft due to running with polio, which left one leg shorter than the other. He was an adventurous man, though. He flew a plane, spoke 4 languages, traveled the world, and could fix anything that ran on electricity, including and especially lawnmowers. Everyone calls my mom Tiny, since she was premature, but now she's 6 feet tall. She's one of 9 children born in 1958 and a beautiful singer. She went to all state opera festivals, sang lead in a band, and singing was her talent when she placed runner-up in the Miss Black New Jersey pageant. She mostly sings gospel now in the church choir. She also was the president of the New Jersey chapter of the NAACP and has a passion for affordable housing, just like her mom, who started Ethel Lawrence Homes in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. My parents met working for a computer company. My dad was overseas teaching clients how to use the programs, and my mom was his contact home. They talked for 4 months before he returned, and they met face to face and started dating. They got married in our living room in matching outfits in 1984 and had 3 increasingly beautiful children. I'm the one in the wagon. And that's my older brother James and our oldest sister Erin. My dad is with me in everything I do, which is why I include him in my 5 people. But he passed away after battling cancer in 2001. They say I have his humor and quick wit. It has served me well this far. Losing him didn't mean any loss of love, though, in my family, and we're still very happy. Since my siblings are older and out of the house, it's usually just me and my mom. My sister calls us the Golden Girls, since we do everything together, including bicker. My mom has faced so much heartache and impossible obstacles in her life, but she gets up every day and does the best she possibly can. She teaches me the power to endure, that if I am brave and passionate, I cannot be beaten, just like her. My brother baffles me. He's loud, cocky, doesn't follow the rules, and people love him. He's currently deployed to Qatar, or Qatar as they call it, and is climbing the ranks of the army. He was a track star, football star, and pretend rock star. He can pick up any instrument and write a song on it. As all little siblings, I spent my childhood trying to tag along with him, and he spent his making me miserable. Until recently, I thought nothing had changed. He still thought of me as a useless pest. But since he's been gone, friends and family have let me know how he always talks about me. That he brags of his little sister going to the best music school, being a leader, and the great person that he thinks I'll become. I knew my brother made me tough. That's what years of being tossed around like a rag doll and told to go away does. But he also taught me that people are layered and complex. They love differently and succeed differently. James and I are different. I'll never be like him. But I can still be as great. Erin is the most put-together adult person I know. She did well in school, works out, always had a job, and she even flosses regularly. When our dad died, Erin was only 12, but she had to grow up. She acted like another parent to us, trying to make it easy on my mom. And then when she got a car, I feel like I never saw her again. I don't blame her anymore, though. She went off to college and found a life for herself. In the last few years, we've become incredibly close. My sister is my role model. She teaches me how to be a grown-up, warns me for what's coming, and still looks out for me. I feel so safe knowing she has my back. And recently, she married Sean Kyler. He's a fantastic man, and we are so thrilled to have him in our family. They show me what true love really is. And they had a great, big wedding. I hope Sean realizes he married into a crazy family. But now that I know him even better, I think he's a little nuts too. He fits right in with the Halleys. I am dating Olivia Dion of Chemung, New Jersey. which makes me part of the LGBT community. I have been so lucky that I haven't faced much adversity in my life, but my heart aches knowing people like us struggle so much in the world. Liv and I met in high school, and we were fast friends. She is a textbook introvert. I, coming from a big, loud family, was not used to this, but she is incredibly smart and kind, and not only has taught me to love others and myself openly, but also to turn the world over and see it from new eyes, to see people who are overlooked and constantly work to improve myself and the world around me. She is a listening ear, and she calls me out when I'm pig-headed, and she gives me hope that my future will be a very bright one. She's the best friend I've ever had. Now I'll tell you a little more about myself. I played all kinds of sports growing up, but I must admit I am not the best athlete. I've always been a music kid, but until high school it was too private. My music was something I was terrified to share. I did play the flute though, and sophomore year, despite spending my life saying how dorky it was, I joined the marching band. I found a family there. It took up most of my time, and what was left I spent playing in the concert band, wind ensemble, and pit orchestra. I got pretty good too. Junior year, I became drum major of the marching band, and first chair in my other ensembles. I loved running rehearsals and sectionals and helping someone finally get that phrase they've been struggling with, to see their face when it clicks, or to have them thank you for giving them an experience worth cherishing. I knew I had to be a teacher, but band was just giving me confidence to find my voice. Junior year, I auditioned for the Seneca Chamber Singers. I've been in all of them since middle school, and now I was part of it. I fell in love with how voices, individual and unique, come together and melt into one sound. How together we could change the whole mood of a room. And I found incredible peace and freedom while singing. Senior year, I left the pit and headed on stage to play Aunt Em in The Wiz. I long to be on stage again. Singing up there was an amazing feeling I hope I'll experience again. Not on stage, I was helping teach my castmates the music. I can't get away from the teacher in me. I am inescapably drawn to the high of having a hand in others' success. So when it came time to move on from high school, Westminster Choir College felt like the only reasonable direction for me. I immediately fell in love with this place. I fell in love with my choir, my voice teacher, and the community. Even though it's small, it fits me well. I joined SAI, the Professional Female Music Fraternity. We empower each other as professional women, and we celebrate each other as musicians. I love my sisters and what we do on campus and in the community. I am the vice president of the Residence Hall Association here. We try to make the dorms a home and put on programs and events for campus residents to keep campus fun and try to keep people out of trouble. This year, I am also the resident advisor of the first floor of Seabrook Hall. I love my job and my staff. Our purpose is to be positive role models, keep our residents safe, and build a respectful community where we can all learn and live together. So we don't just get people in trouble. I plan educational programs for my residents, and they are great guinea pigs for future classroom techniques. Maybe I do take a little too much pride in my bulletin boards, though. I just love to craft, man. I'll admit I have had some setbacks that make it difficult to be here sometimes. In 2009, I was diagnosed with lupus, an autoimmune disease that causes pain and swelling in my joints and muscles. Sometimes it's hard to walk or hold a pen even. And last year, I found out I have vocal nodules. At a choir school, this is inconvenient to say the least. But I have a great teacher. When I think it's too hard or useless and I want to quit, I remember everything my 5 people have taught me, and my faith in myself is renewed. Fast facts. My favorite food is sushi. I taught myself to juggle. I'm afraid of dolphins. Also deer. I want to be a principal someday and work with LGBT youth, and I love musical theater. Nice to meet you.